Yo, yes, y'all. It's your boy Dubby. I'm back with another story, a tale of youth gone bad. This one, well, some folks might try to view this one through a political lens, and, a sign of the times. It's a very polarized political climate we're living in, but I'm here to tell you, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not a political guy. Politics generally make me sad. I'm a person that subscribes to whatever the fuck I want to subscribe to. Left wing, right wing. I take ideas from everywhere. I got a lot of unorthodox, crazy ideas, and I'm not going to try to push them on you. This is what happened, and this was the tale that happened to me. I say might be viewed politically just because of the celebrity tie-in. With that being said, hopefully this is a story anyone can get something from, regardless of political affiliation. But, disclaimer, if you're a politically oriented person, don't come crying to Dub, because I ain't trying to fucking hear it. And here's the story. So, as of late, and when I say as of late, last 4 years, it's been a very politically charged climate. I can even say going back 10 years. It's just been a very politically charged environment. Hell, going back 20 years to 9/11. Shit done changed. It's left, right, black, white, and this, that, and fucking that. I get so confused. I just want to make some music, and can't we all just get along, The story emerged a few months ago. Now, I get all my sports news from where I go swimming. So when I come back after swimming, there's a TV as I get my backpack and shit giving me all the sports news. I'm not a person that follows sports. I don't give a fuck about sports. And I remember a few months ago, it was the Colin Kaepernick situation where he was supposed to go, I guess it's the training or something, pre-draft, whatever, where everybody's showing their stuff, and he kind of like derailed his, where he called it off at the last, I'm not a football guy, so bear with me, sports guys, but to my understanding, he called off at the last minute where he was supposed to be at a venue with the other players and showing his stuff for the league and the business interests, and at the last minute said, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. I'm going to go over here and do my own thing and invite the media to kind of tape me doing my own workout over here, whatever. Now, be that as it may, not being political, I will tell you, as a fucking guy who's probably twice this fucking kid's age, I thought that was a fucking bullshit move. Just as an entertainment professional, because that's essentially what a fucking pro athlete is, right? That was like a bad move, because what you're trying to do is get a gig, and all the other musicians and your bandmates are going to be over here working to do the gig, and you're over here. So yeah, that's how I felt on that. Not political, but kind of showboaty and some young guy dumb shit. But here's where it ties in with my story. When this guy first popped onto the scene in the news, as you know, Colin Kaepernick was because he was kneeling during the national anthem, and the way he explained it is, I'm doing this in a protest, because he kind of started a little bit of a grassroots movement of other players started doing it. It was tied to the Black Lives Matter movement, and when they asked him directly, he said, I'm doing this to raise awareness about police brutality in the black community specifically. This is not a quote, I'm kind of paraphrasing. And this cat, he fucking lost his career over it. I watched this young, supposed to be 20-something fucking year-old millionaire, young black man, exceptional athlete, lose his career over this. And it brought me back to my own thing, which I've never told the story, just because it's like people are so weird when you try to talk about shit that they perceive as political, because I'm not political, but I just do what I do. When this guy was doing this whole kneeling at the national anthem thing, there was a kind of a national debate talking about him, this guy should be kicked out of football, and this is not patriotic. And then from the other side, it was no, this is the epitome of patriotism and all that. So when I was young, maybe 15, I want to say 16, and I was in high school, I read I'm laughing now, but it's like, it's still serious to me. This shit is so serious to me because it's like, I still feel the same fucking way, bro. I really do. When I was 15, I read that autobiography of Malcolm X. And, you know, as a person of color, like, that book affected me in a very profound way. And I'm getting choked up just thinking about it now. But I started showing up at high school, and at the beginning of high school back in the day, I don't know if they do this now, it would be like the announcements would go on, and now all rise for the national anthem. Well, by the time I finished the autobiography of Malcolm X, I got it in my fucking head that I'm not rising for the national anthem. Now, don't get me wrong, anybody that knows me, you guys know what a patriot I am. You guys know that the charities I support are all veterans charities. Like, I'm not a political guy, but I do a lot of work with shit like in that sector where folks will be like, that's kind of political. No, it's like I got veterans in my family. Everyone can have different political views, but it's like sick kids, veterans in need of help is stuff that's, I think we can all agree on. So it's like folks that know me, they know where I'm coming from. But this was the deal, man. I'm like 14, 15, 16, whatever. And the national anthem's coming on over the crackly speaker, and I'm the only fucking kid, and I'm sitting, dude. I'm sitting. So I did this for a little while. I don't know how long it was going on, but after I did it for a while, she was actually a substitute teacher. She was the wife of one of the coaches. She was the wife of the football coach and gym teacher, one of the gym teachers. But she herself was a substitute who she would have me in class once in a while. And I believe she would engage me in debates once in a while. And it's so weird, too. I would go to concerts as a guest with, like, this woman's husband, like the coach, the football guy. I'll tell more on that story. I have another story about that, and I'll tie that one up. But she would, like, it was just so weird, man. So what happened was, she put out this thing where it's like, yo, this kid is not standing up for the national anthem, so, like, he should get kicked out of school. And I'm like a baby, man. I'm like 15, 16, and this woman's talking about I should get kicked out of high school because I'm not standing up for the national anthem. I'm the only fucking black kid in the room, and I just read the Malcolm X autobiography, and I'm fucking pissed. I'm radicalized, motherfucker. So her response to this is, this kid should be kicked out of school. So one day I'm in the bathroom smoking cigarettes, and I'm fucking bitching about it, and I'm like, yo, people are actually starting to listen to this woman who's like a substitute teacher, and like they're fucking actually having a dialogue, like maybe I should be kicked out of school. And he hears me telling one of my other fucking burnout musician friends about this. The guy that's pissing in the fucking urinal while we're having this discussion is the editor of the school paper, total square kid. What was his name? Fuck, can't remember his name. Nicest kid you'd ever want to meet. Total square, though. He overhears the entire conversation. And when I'm done, he says, hey man, how would you feel about writing a piece about what your experience here for the paper? And I'm like, well, yeah, fuck yeah, because I realized, like, I love writing and I love literature, and I'm like, this is my chance to get at these motherfuckers, man. So of course I wrote a piece about me sitting down for the national anthem, and folks actually did guest editorials responding to me. I remember one chick was like, how can you say you're a patriot when people of color served in World War II and blah blah blah? And I'm just like, yo, they served in a segregated army. Like, I actually have family that was served in the segregated U.S. Armed Forces. Like, it was fun. It was a lot of great fun. It led to me eventually getting a writing scholarship to Seton Hall. The kid that didn't want to fucking stand up for the national anthem. I will tell you, nowadays I will stand for the national anthem. I'm a total patriot, but you know how it is when you're a kid and you got to make a fucking point, right? You got to do some radical shit. To my young people, keep doing radical shit, man. Don't listen to people to tell you to not do it. Don't listen to people to tell you to stop. When you get older, then you can slow down and maybe stop doing some radical shit. But when you're young, it's pedal to the fucking metal. Don't listen to nobody. You heard? This is what happened. I didn't get kicked out of school. I wound up getting a full scholarship for journalism as a writer because of this invitation to write for the school paper. Old people that are looking at young people and judging them and this guy's of this, this guy's of that, y'all need to check yourself, man. You really do, because young people need to do what they do. Rumble, young man, rumble. And to my young ladies, rumble, young woman, rumble. Those are the words of the immortal Muhammad Ali. It's your boy Dubby. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this little tale. I'll see you guys soon with another one, man. Stay blessed. You!